Hey, Scruffy. Did you see me through the curtain? I saw Scruffy sitting in front of the door, but as I opened it just a moment ago, he was sitting up. So maybe he knew I was coming. So I have, let's see, the last of the super supper and kibble. And then you get a fresh flavor tomorrow. I think we switched the hearty cuts tomorrow. I don't remember what flavor we're on. Guess we'll find out tomorrow. So today was another nice day. I think it's going to start heating up again, but for the moment it's nice. Scruffy's looking around. See him come in? No? Yeah, we're a little early tonight. I want to go for a bike ride. So, I was actually thinking I need to go grocery shopping, but I think maybe I'm going to try that tomorrow. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's get the food on the table. Let's get the glove on. And so today the refrigerator repair person came, and let's see. So I got an estimate. So the first thing he told me was there is a computer in the refrigerator that tells him stuff, but because I waited so long to have somebody come, the history doesn't go back far enough. So I probably should have had him come immediately. So, but he also did warn me. So before he came on to the house, he called, and I told him, he thought, so he was told that, their refrigerator wasn't cold anymore, and I told him, well, it wasn't cold for one day, and then it started working again. And so he actually warned me, that's going to be really hard to diagnose. And I said, yeah, that's what I was worried about. So that's why I waited, because I was hoping the problem would reproduce. So he asked me if I still wanted him to come out. And I said, yeah, I think I should have him come out, because the window on my credit card repair is going away. So I'm going to lose the warranty coverage, so I'm thinking, I should get this done. So he came, and he looked. So I gave him the little history, and he told me the thermometers I bought, they're mechanical. He said, they're not very accurate, so what I've been measuring, he didn't really care about. I know they're not that accurate, but I don't know if he should have completely disregarded them, but whatever. So looking at the refrigerator, he noticed the condensation. He thought it was because I was cleaning out the fridge, but I told him no, that's always been there. And I actually didn't know what was causing it. And so he checked the door seal. So there's a moving part that helps close the door. It's one of those, I forget what you call it. It's like a double door design. It's French doors. So anyway, there's a moving part that allows the doors to be open and closed independently without slamming into each other. But there's a little movable flap that helps one of the doors close, and he noted that the flap wasn't moving all the way, and he thinks, yeah, there's a problem with the spring. And so he says that actually could be the problem. So basically, because the refrigerator wasn't completely sealed, I'm losing cold air, and also it's probably where all the moisture is coming in from. So it's the warm air is interacting and basically causing the condensation in the back. So he feels that that's probably the issue. And then I had him take a look at the ice maker, which looks like has a leak. And he said, yeah, it looks like it's leaking. So we replaced the ice maker when we fixed that. So he wrote up an estimate, and I think with everything it was about $650. But of course, I'm trying to get the credit card company to cover it, so I don't really care how much it costs, just as long as it fixes the problem. So, so I said, yeah, so submit it, let me know, or give me the thing, I'll submit it, and then I'll get back to you. And so I submitted all the paperwork today. So the automatic reply is they will respond within 2 weeks. I'm hoping it doesn't actually take 2 weeks. I'm hoping it takes a couple days at most. But he seemed pretty confident that, yeah, it was probably the door seal. So hopefully I'll have my fridge fixed soon, and I can start relying on it again. And so in the meantime, yes, I cleared out everything. So today actually would have been a good day to go grocery shopping, because I'm almost out of food again, and I've been putting it off because I knew I needed to clean out the fridge, so I didn't want to have more stuff I had to deal with. So I was thinking, yeah, maybe I should go today, but after he came and I finished everything, it was starting to kind of get late, and I've been in all day, and I felt like, yeah, I kind of want to go for a bike ride, so maybe I'll try to go grocery shopping tomorrow. Oh yeah, and then before he left, I did ask him to look at my dead freezer, and it's not part of his normal job. So, but he was willing to take a look at it like as a side job, which I was fine with. And I said, yeah, I didn't think I was going to fix it, but because inflation and supply shortages, I figured I should at least get a ballpark, see if it's worth fixing or not. So he looked at it, had to move some stuff so he could get access to it. He found that a rat had been chewing on it. So I think I knew about the rat problems. We had some rats a few years back, but I think we caught them all. So I think the rats are gone. No thanks to Scruffy here. But yeah, they're a different section of the house, so not technically Scruffy's job. So anyway, he took a look at it, and he thinks it's actually, I think he said a $65 board. So he said he'll look up the part and get an estimate. So yeah, $60, $70 for the part. But yeah, he'll get back to me. So he called me later this afternoon, and he said, yeah, so I found the part, and it's, I forgot, yeah, $65, $70. So he'll charge me, I think he said $170 for everything, which includes labor, which is, yeah, much cheaper than buying a new freezer. I didn't think it was going to be that cheap to repair. I was expecting minimum 300, more likely 600. So he kind of put me on the spot because I didn't really plan on fixing it. But as I said, yeah, the cheap freezer I was looking at used to cost $130 before the pandemic, and then it basically is now $300, and I can't even get my hands on it because they're out of stock every time I try to get it. And then the $300, I don't. No, I think it does. It may, depending if I can actually get my hands on it online, it will include shipping. But yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. And then if I actually want to try to get one that's actually in stock, I'm looking at $600 or $700. And it's a much bigger one than I was planning on getting, and it's an upright, which I wasn't really planning on getting. But my existing one's actually even bigger and an upright. And so I'm thinking, well, if I'm looking at $700 versus 170, maybe, and I've been putting it off for over a year now. Maybe I should take a roll of the dice. The risk reward is not that big. I lose $170 if it doesn't work. I think Scruffy's ready for food, but he's still going for pets. Okay, I think it's food time. Or not. What's more pets? It's purr there. Yeah. Okay, yeah, we'll get you your food. Okay, let's get your food. Okay, here comes your food. Okay. So I did see Scruffy on the table this morning, sleeping next to the sun oven. And then, when I brought out the water, I knew the refrigerator repair person was going to come anytime. Technically, they had a big giant window, but since he called me beforehand, he gave me a better estimate, so I knew he was coming pretty soon. So I wanted to bring out the water and go back in quickly because I didn't know when the guy was coming. And Scruffy was on the orange chair, so I woke him up. So I was able to put down the water and go back in without Scruffy leaving the chair. And then after I went back in, Scruffy decided he wanted the water, so he jumped off the chair and drank the water. And then just as I think Scruffy was going for the water, I think that's when I heard the doorbell, so I had to leave. And then I think after the repair guy left, I saw Scruffy back on the big table. Sleeping again. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, it looks like I'm going to try to get that freezer repaired. So yeah, it's kind of a risk, but I figure I'm probably not going to be able to get a freezer for a while just because I can't seem to get my hands on the one that the cheaper one that I really want. And I'm really hesitant to buy a new, more expensive freezer, at least right now. So fixing my existing one for $170 seems like a good risk reward proposition. Because yeah, to replace this freezer would probably be over $1,000 because it's a really big one. So the downside is, in addition to, yeah, he tries to fix it and doesn't work, and then he didn't say anything about a refund, so I'm assuming I'm just going to be out of money. I'm going to be out of the money. Out the money. So, so I'm going into it with the expectation that yeah, I can lose it. But yeah, I think the risk reward's not that bad. Because if I can get even another year out of it, it may give me another opportunity to get the freezer that I want cheaper. So in the end, it may save me some money, and then I get to use a freezer in the meantime. The other downside is, yeah, I don't probably fully trust this freezer anymore, so I'm probably not going to be stocking it very full. So I'll just be stocking it with some things and maybe some cheaper things, and I'll put the more expensive things in my better freezer. But yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I have all these extra thermometers now, so I'll keep a better eye on the temperature. So hopefully I won't lose too much next time. Yeah, so I asked him, did he think that there's a problem with the compressor or anything like that? And he says, no, I think it's this board. I think you'll be fine. So yeah, we'll see. And he knows it's an old freezer. He saw the date on it, so it's like almost 20 years old. So yeah, I actually don't expect it to last that much longer, but $165, if I can get another year out of it, doesn't seem too bad. If I can get more than another year out of it, even better. So, let's see. Yeah, last night I went for a run. I left early, but the sun's setting so early now that it's still not enough time. I saw the friendly cat on the way to the park. He was kind of chilling out on somebody's lawn, or what was left of it. They're all dead now. Most people don't have lawns in this area anymore because, yeah, we have so much drought that can't really maintain a lawn. Most people wised up years ago because we've gone through so many droughts that most of the lawns were left for dead and replaced with more appropriate water-resistant plants or drought-resistant plants. But a few people still try to maintain lawns, but yeah, even those are dead now. So anyway, yeah, the friendly cat was chilling on one dead lawn, and he saw me, and I think if I had stopped and tried to pet him, he would have let me, but I was kind of in a hurry, so I kept going. So I did my run. First 2 laps were kind of terrible. So I thought, yeah, so I decided I was going to do a long run, so, and those first 2 laps, I was starting to regret it. And then on the 3rd lap, something happened, and I actually started doing well. I don't know what happened, but I finally picked up a pace, and yeah, just got into the zone, and yeah, started going. And I think I made up for a lot of lost time on the previous 2 laps. So my overall time was actually looking not bad. not great, but yeah, all things considered, it must have been a really good third lap. So then it was starting to get dark, but I said, well, I'm doing well now. Let's see if I can do a fourth lap. And yeah, sure enough, I did the fourth lap and I held up pretty well. And so I was very surprised. Those last two laps came in so strong. And so as I finished my fourth lap, I was debating if I should try to keep going or if I should quit. And if I keep going, how far should I keep going? Should I do a full fifth lap or should I just do a partial lap? So I decided I was only going to do a partial lap. So I think it's a little less than half a lap. But I think it's kind of close to a half. So anyway, yeah, I did that. It was starting to get dark. I probably could have went on for a full lap, but yeah, I had not expected. So particularly after this first two laps, I had not expected to keep going. And so the fact that I was feeling so good on that on those last two laps, I figured, I should probably keep going a little bit. So I split the difference. So I did a half lap, and yeah, I think I ended pretty strong. So I was actually very surprised and pleased. So I'm actually starting to think, those really tough bicycle climbs I started doing maybe helping me. So I'm thinking, I'm going to try again after I'm done here with Scruffy. So I'm thinking I'm going to try that tough hill climb again. Don't know if I'm going to do the extended route. I'm thinking maybe I should do the basic climb at least once more. I'm thinking maybe 2 more times. And then maybe I'll be ready to do the extended route version of that. The extended route is also pretty tough. So I'll see how bad my chest feels like exploding today. Try to gauge how ready I am. I'm improving. So the third time I did it, it was didn't feel like my chest was going to explode that time, but it was still pretty tough. So I'm hoping to see some improvement today. And if I see improvement today, and then maybe the next time I do it, I'll seriously evaluate if I want to try to do an extended route. So there are a couple other hills I can climb from that path. So there's one that brings me up to a vantage point. It's a dead end, so basically I have to bike up this really steep section and then a dead end, so then I have to turn back. And then there's another one that actually leads to another section of the park. I've talked about that one before, and that's the one that takes me up to a second route out of the park. And that's the one that takes several hours to get through. I'm not ready for that one. I did that one, I think, over a year ago, and I was very pleased with myself, but boy, that was hard. And now that I've lost so much fitness from my injury, I'm not ready for that one. And unfortunately, the seasons are changing, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do it before the season gets bad. So what's Scruffy doing? Usually he starts walking away by now. Okay, he's walking away. That was actually a slow dinner for Scruffy. Oh, he's going down the alley. Okay, thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye.